Okay, so headers and footers in your Substack. So these are only visible for people who receive emails. And so it's less of the magazine and more about the email delivery on these. That said, a lot of people still read an email and don't click over to the Substack website very often, or they don't read in the app. So it's really worth thinking about nurturing the people who are receiving the emails through the header and the footer and making sure that you're linking out to things that build your online profile and develop your audiences on and off platform. So I'll go ahead and share my screen and just walk you through what to do in terms of your headers and footers. So the most recent header and footer I've checked is on Creatively Conscious, so I'll take you in there. Now, it'll always give you the option from your post to edit your header and your footer, but I tend to go into settings to do it. So if I just go into settings, I'll go into header, and then we've got email, header and footer. So it's telling us, okay, this is the email, header and footer. So this is the bit of text where we can talk to our free subscribers, talk to our paid subscribers. We could encourage people to upgrade to paid, all of that stuff. Now, I have got a banner image that I designed here, so I can give you the template for that if you want to design up a banner image that fits with your branding and then reminds people about all of the gorgeousness you've got over on your Substack website, your digital magazine. You can see that I've used my brand colours. It's fun. I've got my pink in there, and it actually differentiates a little bit from the green and pink because this is more of my sort of wholehearted living newsletter. So the first one we come to is header for free subscribers on posts sent to everyone. So we can edit it by just pressing the edit button here. So it confirms you are reading Creatively Conscious by Claire Venus. As an engagement consultant and mentor, I hold space for you to make more space for your creativity, well-being and growing your wholehearted business on your terms. Visit my website for more. So it's more of a reassuring header. It's not actually asking them to do anything. It's just reminding them that they're in the right place. Obviously, that with the banner will help them to understand. The reason I've got that like that is because I do have two Substacks, and then obviously I've got my challenges one as well. So it just is that reassurance. You could have something that reassures them about where they are with you, or you could have something that changes. You might want to link to a popular post or your hero post. It's really up to you. And then the paid subscriber one, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to deepen your creative practice, you can head to the archive. Now, because I've started writing more about behind the scenes of my business, I'm probably going to add some words in there around that. So what I'll do is leave that there. If you'd like to deepen your creative practice or read more about how I run my six-figure online business, I always feel slightly cringe, but the numbers work. People see it as social proof. You can head to the archive, and then I'll save that. So now this one is the header for paid subscribers on posts sent to everyone. So what that's saying is the paid subscribers will receive that, and you can check all of this out anyway because it is quite confusing the way that they word it. So header for paid subscribers on paywalled posts. So again, only the people that pay will see this. Thanks so much for being here and supporting my creative big dreams. Head to my website, follow me on Instagram, and then a lovely photo of my daughter with the chicken. So you can add photos in here too. And then header for free subscribers on free preview posts. So yesterday's post, I put a paywall in, and people will have received this message. This post has a preview in front of the paywall. If you'd like to have a look at what I share behind the paywall, you are so welcome. Join a beautiful community of like-minded souls and come on in and deepen your creative practice, self-seed your business and nourish your well-being while staying congruent and aligned online. I like them all to say different things because I use all of the different formats of emailing. And again, with the footers, so the wording is the same. You can have a little look there. I'm sending them to the contents page there. I'm telling them about my Instagram. I've got my page break. There's various different things go on here. Now, this is the button that you want. You want to send those test emails, and then when you receive them in your email inbox, it makes way more sense. If you are inside a post and you want to check, you can check, but you still have to sort of work through, okay, like, is that the one? When they're free, they're going to see this. When there's a paywall, they're going to see this. If they're paid, they're going to see this. So they can see all different sorts of things. But ultimately, it just confirms your brand, and it lands somewhere, the top space and the bottom space are usually the most viewed. So if you want people to click out and over to something like I've got my website in there, my Instagram in there, that helps with with your SEO, that helps see you as somebody that people should click through to, all of that gorgeous stuff. It's a really good way to use them. You can send them into your Substack archive like I've done. You can send them to other places. You can build pages and send them out. I've done all of it within there. If it's not immediately obvious what to type, just leave it. Just leave it for now and then come back to it because it's a lot to think about. If you can fill in one of them, great, that's fab, one's done, and then you can revisit the others. But these will only be seen in email. You'll never see them on your Substack website. So just to give you an example, if I go over to yesterday's post and I go into archive, so it was this one, 2026, 6-month review, gratitude and finances. It was actually quite a short post. So this is what people see inside of Substack. If I go into edit, I still won't see, what was sent in terms of the email header and footer, but I can press this button. So this is the button that I was meaning, where you're in a post and you want to check, okay, what are they going to see? And then you get back to this page, basically. So it's exactly the same place that we've been in, okay? So you can change it. And then once they've received that in email, obviously that's gone and you've got the version on your Substack website, so the digital magazine version. I hope that's clear. I know it is a lot to get your head round. If it helps to do some journaling and work it out and really go into your audience dynamic, so who those free subscribers are, who the paid subscribers are, who the people who are on the fence, like what message do they need from you, what reassurance do they need from you, and you can go into some of that messaging as you write in those messages for your headers and footers. I think it's great to use if you're looking to be more business savvy on Substack. If you aren't looking to monetize, it's a nice to have, but you could maybe like pop it to the bottom of your to-do list. Okay, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you on the next call.